We interrupt this program to bring you an important Wayfair message. Wayfair's got style tips for every home. This is Nicole Byer, helping you make those rooms flyer. Today's style tip: when it comes to making a statement, treat bold patterns like neutrals. Go wild! Like an untamed animal print area rug under a rustic farmhouse table from Wayfair.com. Ooh, fierce! This has been your Wayfair style tip to keep those interiors superior.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Okay, so you've brought us a really interesting set of searches and news pieces all kind of coming together around this this event, a helicopter crash in the Hudson River right here in New York City.
Right here in New York City, yeah.
So our mission today is to try to pick this apart and see what we can find out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just glancing at what you've been searching, it seems like there's a couple of different things that you're really zeroing in on. The location's a big one. Obviously, the Hudson River, NYC, New York, those pop up a bunch.
Right.
Then there's the helicopter itself, a Bell 206.
Yeah.
And then you're also looking at who might be involved. So you've got a lot of searches around Siemens, the CEO, and then these names, Agustin Escobar and Maersk Pimentel.
Right. It definitely seems like you're the kind of person who wants to know what happened and why it matters. And you want to get those core facts quickly. You're not afraid to dig into the details a little bit.
Yeah.
And given some of the sources that you've got here, Daily Mail, New York Post, NDTV,
those are...
It looks like you're really looking for the news angle here.
For sure.
So let's get into it. Let's see what these searches tell us.
Okay, well, I think the biggest takeaway right off the bat is that a helicopter did crash in the Hudson River in New York City.
Right.
I mean, there's no doubt about it when you're seeing searches like helicopter crash, Hudson River, or
Yeah.
Nuriak helicopter crash.
Yeah, and it's not just any helicopter. It seems like this Bell 206 model keeps coming up.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about that particular helicopter?
Well, Bell 206 it's a very common utility helicopter. You see it used for a lot of things, a lot of corporate transport, and also for air tours.
Right.
Which would make sense why it would be in a busy urban environment like New York City.
Okay, so maybe that's why you're interested in this particular model.
Potentially, yeah.
One of the things that really jumps out to me is this connection to Siemens. I mean, we're seeing Siemens CEO, even Siemens executive helicopter crash. So it seems like this aircraft or the people inside it have some kind of link to this pretty big company.
Oh, definitely. And when you look at how the Siemens searches are combined with those names, Agustin Escobar and Maersk Pimentel.
Yeah.
Like, you're seeing Agustin Escobar, Siemens in your search terms, that kind of thing. It really implies that these are individuals connected to Siemens who could have been involved in the crash somehow.
Right. So it seems like you're right to be focusing on their potential link to this whole thing.
Yeah.
Now, as far as location goes, beyond just the Hudson River itself,
Right.
we also see the term Pier 40 show up a couple of times.
Oh, yeah.
What's the significance there?
Well, Pier 40 is a pretty well-known pier in Manhattan right along the Hudson River.
Okay.
So when that's mentioned, it kind of points to the crash happening somewhere around there.
Gotcha.
Now, it's interesting you also searched Jersey City, which is right across the river.
Yeah.
So while the crash itself seems to be tied to Pier 40, you might be thinking about other aviation incidents that have happened in the wider New York Harbor area.
Right. Or just thinking about the area more broadly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, you also looked for video of helicopter crash, NYC.
Of course.
I mean, I think it's pretty natural to want to see what happened.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, especially in today's news cycle with everything being so visual.
Right.
Looking for video footage is a really common way to try and understand the reality of an event like this.
Yeah. You want that kind of tangible sense of what went down.
Exactly.
And going back to the more technical side of things, one of the searches that I find really fascinating is Jesus Nut helicopter.
Oh, yeah.
For someone who might not be familiar with that term, what is that all about?
That's a great question. The Jesus Nut is a pretty crucial part of some helicopters.
Okay.
It's a single bolt that holds the whole main rotor assembly onto the mast.
Got it.
And if that thing fails, the consequences are really bad. So the fact that you searched for that suggests that you were interested right away in whether mechanical failure could have been a cause, or at least something investigators would look into.
So maybe you were already thinking about the why of all this.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, we also saw a search here for Hudson River plane crash.
Oh, interesting.
So it seems like even though our main focus here is this helicopter crash, you're also aware of other aviation incidents that have happened in this waterway.
Right, and I think that makes sense. The Hudson River, unfortunately, has seen its share of aviation incidents over the years.
Yeah.
So your search is probably reflecting that history, and maybe you're even comparing this event to similar ones in the past.
Right, or maybe just thinking about the area's kind of history.
Yeah, definitely.
So if we put all of this together, it seems like the picture that emerges from your searches is of this Bell 206 helicopter.
Right.
Somehow connected to Siemens, potentially, with these two individuals, Agustin Escobar and Merce Comprubi Montal on board. Crashing in the Hudson River somewhere near Pier 40, and obviously this has become a pretty big news story.
Definitely. I mean, you've got this intersection of a huge corporation like Siemens,
Right, yeah.
this high-profile location, the Hudson River in New York City, and then this specific type of helicopter that we know is used for both corporate stuff and tourist flights.
Yeah.
So it's no wonder that this has captured so much attention, and your searches really reflect that.
It really shows how all these different elements of a major event can be tied together.
Yeah, for sure. And it also makes you think about some things like, you were searching about that Jesus nut.
Right.
Which is such a critical part of helicopter safety.
Yeah.
I wonder what further investigation into the maintenance and inspection of those kinds of components, especially in really busy urban environments.
Right.
What that might tell us about aviation safety standards in general.
It's a really good question. Something to think about.
Definitely food for thought.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing us this deep dive.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll see you next time.
See you later.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.